What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, spending a few minutes of your time here with me today. Today I wanted to share with you a little bit about my own personal interpretation of reality. This is the way that I make sense out of what's happening here, life. This is how I make sense out of my life and how I make sense out of the other people in my life. All right? Because for a while, I generally just thought of other people as being unconscious or being asleep or being like NPCs, like non-playable characters, or like robots or something like this. And like, what an arrogant, ignorant, dehumanizing idea to have, right? So I view my life very much so like a movie, like a film, like a great story, right? But particularly a film because of the visual aspect. Now, this is a movie in which I'm playing different roles all at the same time, right? So at one level, I am the audience. I am here just as the observer, as the witnessing awareness or the witnessing consciousness of the movie, right? I'm just like the audience who watches the movie on the screen and then afterwards reflects on it. So that's what I mean when I say I'm like the audience. At a certain level, I'm here just observing. At the next level, it's like I'm in the movie. I am the main character of the movie. I am the protagonist of my own life. And what that means, besides just being the main character, what it means to be the main character or the protagonist is that the story is being told from my point of view, right? I am the character that the audience is the most invested in, right? I am the protagonist, which means that I will be making all of the major decisions, and I will also be experiencing the consequences of those decisions. Okay? And that's what makes me the protagonist of this movie. The fact that I am in it, that I am the active force, I am the acting body of this movie. The entire story is centered around me, the protagonist. It is my story. The story is my story. We are no different. You see? Now at the next level, I am also the director of the action. And this does not mean that as the director, I know everything that's going to happen. I might be able to look, hypothetically speaking, into the future, discover different possibilities, right? And then possibly have the protagonist act on those. But being the director truly is about directing all of the forces that are at play here, which means the director is in control. He is directing the interpretation. He is directing the feelings, the emotions, and the moral implications of the story in such a way to allow the audience to get what they're supposed to get out of it, right? So that they have a correct interpretation, so that they can truly enjoy the movie that they're watching the way that it was meant to enjoy. You see? So, again, I am the audience because I am here observing and reflecting on my own actions. I'm also the protagonist because I am the main character and I am making all of the major life decisions and experiencing the consequences of my actions as the protagonist. I am also the director who is responsible for the interpretation of the experience, right? And how the audience is receiving the information. Does that make sense? So, the first character role I want to talk to you guys about is the super, or the background talent. Now, usually this character is playing a non-speaking role in the background of the film, such as soldiers on the field of battle in a war movie, or the random shoppers filling the background of the supermarket scene, this sort of thing, okay? So the background talent, sometimes referred to as extras, provide the film with an atmosphere and a sense of realism, okay? But other than this, the role has no real significant tie-in to the main storyline or plot of the movie. Alright, now imagine you go into the supermarket. You're surrounded by unfamiliar faces. And as unfamiliar as these people seem and as little of an impact it appears that they have on your life, you might consider them extras, and that would be fair, only if you're able to, say, flip the script and see things from their perspective. So, from your point of view, you're always the protagonist, okay? And they are showing up on the scene briefly, playing the role of the extra. But from their perspective, they are the protagonist of their life, and you're showing up briefly on the scene, playing the role of the extra. You see? And I know that this is a very strange language. I sort of feel like Malcolm and Malcolm in the Middle. I'm like breaking the fourth wall of reality with you, or trying to. But please let me know in the comments if this makes any sense, or if you're interested in this, because you know, I'm interested in exploring it deeper and deeper with you guys here. But this is what I'll leave you with from this entire thought process, okay? There's absolutely nothing wrong with being an extra, with playing the role of the extra. In fact, extras are necessary in most productions, okay? A lot of people choose the career path of an extra. All they do is play the role of the extra in various TV shows and movies. They've appeared in hundreds of productions, thousands of productions perhaps, okay? There's nothing wrong with being an extra. In fact, a lot of people got their big break by first filling the role of an extra. Keep this in mind, okay? There's always someone on the sidelines, always someone above you that is watching, that is scouting for new talent, for a new face. And at any time, any super could be selected for a bigger role and more responsibility. It's all about performing your current role to the best of your ability. You know, developing a portfolio, a resume, making connections, networking with other people on set to figure out who's who and who knows who and who can help you get your foot in the door, right? The better you perform, no matter where you're at, the more likely it is for you to land the desired role in the next episode or in the next movie. So maybe you're playing non-speaking roles, but the better you do this, the better you perform, the more likely it is you will land a speaking role in the next production. And from there, you never know where you could go. Someday, you'll be like me, directing movies. Until next time, I hope you continue to free your mind.